on a day when the market is sharing some of the green. In the top 100 here by market cap, you can see that Cake stands out. My goodness, Pancake Swap is up 61% on the 7-day, 36% on the 24-hour. What's going on? Well, this major DEX, which is on the Binance Smart Chain, hit a staggering 1.64 billion in the last 24 hours in trading volume, surpassing Solana, actually surpassing everyone. So what's happening? Well, it's meme coins. Yes, and one in particular called Mubarak. It soared 325%. And don't try to make sense of this. People just love to have fun. And in having fun, they also tried to make a little money. But look at this. BNB chain, 1.6 billion. Nothing is even coming close when you think about Solana, Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Sui, Sonic, Polygon, Tron, AVAX. I mean, it's really quite unbelievable. As you may have seen in my video yesterday, I found that Ripple had filed for a new trademark. It is for Ripple Custody, and the Crypto Basic covered it in their article today. In sharing the article, I said, wouldn't it be something if Ripple provided custody services of the U.S. Bitcoin Reserve and the crypto stockpile? Yeah, 100%. A solid, battle-tested solution and team with, of course, that acquisition that they made of Medico. It would be a pink sparkle announcement for sure, and I tagged David Sachs. Chip from On the Chain said the BTC Maxis would just totally lose it. But honestly, it's a smart business move. Who else would the U.S. pick for institutional custody? Coinbase? Well, yeah, Coinbase is probably one of those in the running, as well as, I would say, Fireblocks or Copper. You can see that the company Widen, which is one of the largest institutional end-to-end digital asset trading services, they use both, or all three actually. They use Fireblocks, Medico, and Copper for their settlement. Let me ask you, have you heard of Mesh? They just raised a Series B. The round is 82 million, and it's kind of exciting. Have a look. They tout themselves as the first global crypto payments network and securely connecting hundreds of exchanges, wallets, and financial services. These platforms are enabled to give the seamless digital asset payments and conversions. And they do it instantly with stablecoins. They can allow the customers to make a payment in 40 plus tokens while their business receives assets in stablecoin to ensure that they have no exposure to the digital asset volatility. The CEO and co-founder Bam Azizi wrote in the announcement of his funding of 82 million that while merchants settle in the stablecoin of their choice, it could be the PayPal USD coin, it could be USDC, and it also could be RLUSD. So how wonderful. We've got another distribution platform for the RLUSD. Now, is this the one on Ethereum or XRPL? Maybe both. Eleanor Terrett debuted today as a guest on Coinage. And yep, she's getting comfortable, I think, in her role right away. She was, of course, working for Fox for many, many years. John Deaton joined her. She's going to focus on policy, crypto policy, particularly crypto policy in the United States. And I was really surprised to hear she is a no coiner, which means she doesn't hold crypto. As most of you know, this is not a political channel at all. But this caught me by surprise. President Trump has declared that the signatures on the Joe Biden pardons to be null and void. as they were signed with an auto pen? Wow. Yeah, this opens up maybe a way for Anthony Fauci, General Milley, and the Biden family, and, well, others to be arrested. Is this true? I don't know. What a crazy world we are living in. Here is something that is not so crazy, but surprising. We've got Weitza Wind. Of course, he leads the XRPL labs. He has built the Zaman wallet, and he's joining a new startup as a co-founder and CTO, and they're going to be disrupting traditional markets. I can't wait for this. Yes, he's still going to be building his blockchain tools with the Zaman wallet, but he's going to be putting everything to use in a completely different industry as well. Wow. Congratulations, Weitza. Sending my best to your new team and the new project. Now, this news caught some by surprise today. It shouldn't, because if you follow this channel, you would have seen that this SBI and Circle partnership to use USDC was actually announced, and the whole wheels began turning back in November 2023. They have received the first stablecoin broker license in Japan and expected to spread in the payments industry, and they're going to be all in USDC. Here's that Japan Times article, and he's going to use it both for cross-border payments and domestic payments. Andrew French asked me, so no plans to use RLUSD? I think, yes, they will when it has the needed liquidity. That's just my opinion. I need to make it clear that SBI, through their SBI Remit, does use XRP in some corridors. But when someone said, well, what is XRP good for? Well, I believe David, when he explains the auto bridging with the AMM, the automated market maker, XRP serves as a very important mechanism. At its core, XRP is the native asset. There's only one, and it is the digital asset XRP for the public ledger. It facilitates an efficient and cost-effective trade between different assets in the automated market maker pools. So this is how it's being leveraged as a bridge. This is the team from Soil. I talked about them yesterday. They're bringing DeFi to the XRP ledger. Most of the team seems to be from Poland, not all of them, but a majority of them. And I had forgot to put a video in with that announcement yesterday of their debut on the XRP ledger. They are a partner of Securitize. They've been around for a couple of years. It's just they're starting to expand on other chains, and the XRP ledger is slated as one of those blockchains, especially now since we're getting the EVM sidechain. So enjoy this quick video, and until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Tell us a little bit about Soil.
Soil is a DeFi protocol that provides secure yield on stablecoins backed by real-world assets.
It's instantly available to everyone, everywhere.
We generate yield through investments and loans to top-tier funds.
What are your thoughts on the tokenized real-world asset space?
Tokenization lets you create liquidity for things that aren't liquid today.
Tokenization isn't new, but is gaining momentum. Improved infrastructure, easier access, and institutional interest are driving its adoption.
Tokenization brings real-world assets onto the blockchain, combining the benefits of both.
Tokenization can democratize access to the institutional-grade finance, making it easily accessible to everyone.